Rocky, you guys get a chance to head to Green Bay here for your first time with the Stars, a place you have been to before. How exciting is this to get a chance to see another different type of Eastern Conference team?
It's great. I think that the conference crossover this year has been refreshing. Obviously, the last couple years playing the same teams over and over and over again gets a little stale for the team and for the coaches and for the fans, and so getting to see new facilities, getting to know other coaching staffs and play in different cities is certainly a great experience.
I think it's definitely good with seeing some different teams and different styles of play. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, of course. I mean, we have seen Green Bay this year, obviously, at the showcase, but looking forward to playing them again and again, getting just a new look with a new opponent.
This past weekend on Friday, you had 2 more goals from Jared Mangan, both in that third period. Talk to me about what he has meant for this team early on this year.
He's driving the truck right now, which is great, but he needs more help. He's got a third of our goals, and that's great for Jared, and I'm proud of him. He's really taken to heart the leadership aspect of things and what it means to be a line driver and go to the game. But he needs some more support, and we need that coming from a lot of guys, not just 1 or 2 more. We need it from a multitude of places if we're going to have success.
You're in this tough stretch right now. How much are you looking to the leaders to help get you out of this, or is it more just focused on the team as a whole?
There's a combination of both. I mean, there's leadership in the coaches' room, there's leadership in the locker room, and then we talk about having leaders amongst leaders. It can't just be the effort of the guys that are wearing letters on their jerseys. Everybody needs to feel accountability for this, and because everyone's real quick to feel accountability when in the good times and when we're winning, but you need to take responsibility and accountability when things aren't going well and figure out what we need to do from a team perspective to correct it.
You referenced it a couple of times, that tough stretch in February last season, and then you guys obviously turned it right around right after that. Is that something you brought up a lot with returners, being like, hey, we've gotten through this before?
There's certainly 2 different situations, right? When you go through it in February, you've already got 5 months under your belt where you've proven to yourself and to the group that you can win. And so right now it's a matter of us just proving to ourselves that we're capable of winning one of those tight games. And we had a great effort on a bounce back against Youngstown a few weeks ago. And if the shootouts go a different direction in the last couple weeks, maybe we're feeling a little bit different about where we are. But they didn't, and we're sitting in the situation that we're sitting in, and we need to find a way to correct it.
You mentioned a moment ago, you guys have done a great job in the bounce-back opportunities when playing the same team twice in a weekend. Are you looking forward to getting a chance for that again this weekend and maybe get back on track?
Well, I hope we don't have to bounce back. I hope we can win on Friday night, and that's the goal for the group right now.
Jared, obviously a great game for you this past Friday with the 2 goals in the third period. Those were 2 different types of goals. One a deflection, one just a top-shelf wrist shot. How good did that feel for you in that moment? Because 1, the second one obviously tied the game, but 2, being, as I mentioned, 2 very different ways to score goals.
It definitely felt good to get back in the game. Younger with a nice shot on the first one, and then Jimmy with a nice setup on the second one, but definitely felt good to tie the game.
First multi-goal game of the season for you as well. What adjustments have you made this season? We've talked about it a little bit, but obviously it's working out pretty well so far.
Yeah, like I said, we definitely need some more scoring, so just putting the puck on net from everywhere.
What's it like right now with this team? You guys are having trouble as a team scoring goals. What kind of adjustments are you trying to make right now?
I think we just need to simplify and just, get pucks on net and get it up to the D and just get eyes and stuff like that.
You're playing Green Bay, who you opened the season with, and it was kind of a tough loss to start the year, but are you hungry to get the chance to face them again?
Yeah, definitely excited for some revenge, and it'll be a big test for us going to Green Bay this weekend.
What was the biggest things you remember from that game and that opponent?
I just think we just need heavy back pressure. They try and get the middle all the time on the entries, so if we get that, get heavy back pressure and then transition the other way.
Talk to me about what it's been like with your line mates here this season, especially, you've worked a lot with Jack Picard in particular, a guy who was with the team a little bit last year. What's that been like going with those guys so far?
It feels good, playing with the same people regularly. You can start to get to know them and their habits more, so yeah, it's been good so far.